Since 1870, the Humane Society of Missouri has worked to improve the lives of animals by giving second chances to homeless animals, both large and small. Welcome to the Humane Society of Missouri's Second Chances Telethon. Hi, I'm Deanne Lane, and I'll be your host for tonight's program. In the next hour, you'll hear heart-tugging stories of changed lives, changes for both animals and people. You'll meet some of the dedicated people of the Humane Society of Missouri who help those changes happen. People of the Humane Society's Animal Cruelty Task Force, adoption centers, and veterinary medical centers. You'll see coverage of animal rescues that made national headlines. And you'll get an intimate glimpse at how second chances for pets make a real difference for people, too.
Horses and farm animals come to Longmeadow Rescue Ranch in a variety of reasons. They can be rescued from a situation where people are not caring for them. They can come in as strays, and they can also be owner surrenders. The rescues is what we primarily get, situations where people are not providing them with shelter, food, water, or proper medical care for what they need. So most of our animals that come in very poor condition. The investment that we put into the horses and the other farm animals is very significant. So we do need support. Not only do we need homes for the animals, but we need people who can help finance their care along the way so that we can get them ready to go into homes.
Over the last at least 10 years, the Humane Society of Missouri Animal Cruelty Task Force investigators became very aware that dogfighting was basically thriving in Missouri. Because dogfighting is such a secretive underground criminal activity, it is extremely hard to infiltrate these groups and gather the first-hand evidence needed to bring them to justice.
When this case came around, we had set in our minds that we were going to make the biggest impact that we possibly could in order to stop this from happening nationwide.
There were 22 sites visited in the span of a single 24-hour period, with the rescue teams working with law enforcement to literally break these animals free from their chains and bring them to safety.
These are some of the most prominent bloodlines you'll ever find in the dogfighting world. The way we've figured it so far, we've got about 6 or 7 of those, of the top of the line bloodlines out of circulation now. We've taken their stud dogs, we've taken all their breeding females. They will no longer be able to breed this bloodline to promote dogfighting and more dogs to do it.
We have literally stretched our staff and our volunteers and animal welfare partners around the nation. We have really tapped them for this. And so we really took a leap on this case, knowing that it was going to stretch all of our resources. And having been here with these animals for the past 5 months, I can say it's been worth it. Going into this, we were told to expect to be able to save only 5 to 10% of the animals rescued from a dogfighting ring. And so we prepared ourselves going in with a plan that we were going to evaluate every single animal and make sure that every single animal had the opportunity for rehabilitation. As a result of that, instead of 5 to 10%, we found that 50 to 65% of these animals could be successfully rehabilitated, eventually to be placed in a loving home, which is the best possible outcome for any abused animal.
actually a news story on the evening news about a puppy mill rescue, 93 Yorkshire Terriers. Touched my heart, really touched my heart. So after the newscast was over, I went down to the computer and immediately started following the story on the Humane Society's website.
But the minute that they put the dog in your arms, that's when you buy them.
With my husband being diagnosed with lung cancer, you really have to have a purpose and a reason to get up every morning and go. Tilly has made such a huge impact in his life because she also was at a very rocky time in her life.
She can help me just like I can help her. And I get all teary-eyed.
It has just given him a reason to live and a reason to get up in the morning and get going and do some things instead of just kind of moping around a little bit. And it's also given her a reason to get up in the morning.
I'd say she's precious. She's a precious princess.
Visit the Humane Society's website, hsmo.org, to see many other homeless pets who need a second chance. You can also read about those pets lucky enough to have found their forever homes because of donors like you. Help us so that we can help the animals who need us. If you've already called, thank you for your contribution. Good night from all of us at your Humane Society. Thanks for watching, and thanks for giving.